Hello viewers, today we'll discuss about English TOLC-I and we're gonna focus on mathematics. So initially we'll focus on 10 problem and later on we'll cover upcoming 10s, and then in upcoming tutorials we'll cover logic, science, and if possible reading comprehension as well. So let's start with mathematics problem number 1. So Louis has two sons who are 15 and 11 years old respectively. Okay, in 18 years, that means after 18 years Louis' age will be equal to the sum of his sons. And how old is Louis now? Okay, so we have to find out Louis' current age. There is clue, and what is that? Okay, let's write current ages of Louis' sons. One is 15 and another one is 11. Okay, so in 18 years, that means after 18 years, what would be their ages? We can just add 18 years with their sons' ages. So let's sum it. 9 and 2, 29. 5, 8, 13 and 3. Okay, so we find 33 and 29 are the ages of the Louis sons after 18 years. So according to the questions, summation of these two ages would be equal to the Louis age after 18 years. So let's sum it. How much we get? 9 and 3 is 12 and 6, 62. Now we have to find out how old is Louis now. So this age is after 18 years. So how old is Louis now? Very simple. 62 minus 18. So we get 44. Okay, so our answer is E. And this is our second problem. So we have to find out value of x such that cos x and sin x equal to 0. So to find out, let's consider, or let's convert the radian angles to degree. So here, x equal to pi by 4, it's given in radian. So if it's equal, like pi equal to 180 degrees centigrade divided by 4, so we get 145, and x equal to 0 is 0. X equal to pi, it means 180 degrees centigrade. X equal to pi by 2, which is 90 degrees centigrade. X equal to 35 by 4 is 3 multiply 180 by 4, and it's actually 135 angle. So to find out the correct answer, first we have to look on a table. Let's see here the table. So this table actually you need to memorize, but if you know well the basics, then you don't need to, but it's better to memorize it because it's easy to memorize. Because sine theta, sine 0 degree start with a 0, and 1 by 2, 1 by root over 2, root over 3 by 2 for 60 degrees centigrade, and sine 90 degree equal to 1. So cos start with 1, which is just opposite of this. Okay, just opposite of sine theta. So you can just rearrange it. 1, then root 3 by 2, see this value, and 1 by root over 2 and half, then 0. So tan theta equal to 0, 1 by root over 3, 1 by root 3, and undetermined in case of 90 degrees centigrade. So we know the values, right, for different angles, so we can consider which one is the correct answer. So just consider A. So when A is 45 degree, that means for option A, for option A, 45-degree values we have seen 1 by root over 2 plus 1 by root over 2, so it's not equal to 0. Number B, when value is 0, cos becomes 1 but sine remains 0, so not is equal to 0. So answer not is the B. Number C, when 180 degree, so in 180 degree we can consider it as 0 degree but negative 0, or yeah, we can consider an angle which is like that 180 degree. So it the angle is actually the opposite of x-axis, negative axis of x, so it doesn't gives also the value of 0. It means like cos on 80 degree equal to let me find out. Okay, so as I expected, cos on 80 degree equal to -1, and again it remains 0, so not equal to 0. And for D is 90 degree, and for 90 degree, what is the value here? 1 and 0 again. So for cos 90 degree equal to 0 but sin 90 degree equal to 1, which is not equal to 0. Therefore answer is E, x equal to 3 pi by 4. But how? Let's find out. Maybe I'm sure that you have studied this coordinate in your batch in your 11th 12th grade, or even maybe earlier. So we know if we divide like a coordinate system, if we consider this is x-axis, this is negative x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is negative y-axis. So what we can say from here, that first coordinate actually all positives, like we know the different sine or sine tan values and cos values, so all remains positive values in first coordinate. Why it becomes like that, I will not go to discuss about it because it will take time. So in future classes, if I need it, if I think that is useful, then I will discuss why it's positive. And in second coordinate, only sine theta values are positives, and in third coordinates only tan theta value is positive, and fourth coordinate cos theta values is positive. So theta equal to 135 degree, 135 degree. That means it's second coordinate, right? If we draw an angle like this, 135 degrees. So this angle's negative 45 degree, right? Because usually we consider theta anti-clockwise, but here if we consider a triangle, so angle of this triangle is negative 45 degrees centigrade, so we can consider negative 45 instead of 135 degrees centigrade, then we will get the correct answer. So if we just write down cos negative 45 degrees centigrade plus sine negative 45 degrees centigrade, then let's calculate it. What's the value? Okay, so its value is 0. Okay, yeah, its value is 0. So this is the one method. This is the one method, like you will use negative angle. Another method is I discussed earlier, like here sin theta is positive, that means we know sin 45 degree is half, and cos 45 degree also not half, sorry, 1 by root over 2, 1 by root over 2. But here, so we can just simply write cos theta equal to sin theta equal to 0, right? So cos theta here in this second coordinate is negative, that means we can write 1 by root over 2, and sin theta, and theta is like 45 degree, will not consider the negative term, that is positive in second coordinate, that is, and so value is 1 by root over 2. So you can simply write 0. So there is two ways. Number one, if you consider the angles in negative way, okay. Second way, you will consider the ratio of angle, like sin theta, like whose values are positive or negative in which coordinate, then you can consider this way. Both ways are correct and you will get the correct answer. So equality x to the power 4 plus 5 less than 0 is satisfied for these options, okay. So we have to find out the correct value of x. Here it's written that x have to be real, okay. So let's consider the power of x. The power of x is positive and even, positive and even, okay. Most important characteristics is it is even. Therefore the value of x, it doesn't matter if it is negative number or positive, it will always give us a positive value, okay, and it will never give a 0 value. It in the x power 4 will never give us a value like -5, which will make the equation inequality 0, or it will never give a value like greater than -5, for which the inequality will be correct. So we can say simply no values of x. This is the correct answer, okay. So what would be the correct answer actually? Yes, there should have some correct answer, but it is not real number. This inequality only satisfied if x value is complex number, okay. So in case of real number it's not possible, but for complex number, yes, it's possible. So answer is E. Okay, I'm going with this problem. Okay, so let's see, it's already written here. We'll see the correct answer. If x is a real number, what is the solution set of the following inequality? So we know how to solve this kind of problem. It's very simple. What we did here, just we this value x plus 1 we multiply by 2 here, and we change the side, so it becomes x plus 3 greater than equal twice x plus 2, and we can write like that, x plus 3 greater than equal to multiply twice x plus 1, sorry, x plus 1, okay. And then x minus 2x, what we did, just we bring this 2x to the right hand side, left hand side, and this 3 here, the left hand side, 2 minus 3. So we find out the value of this minus 1. So therefore here minus x greater than equal minus 1. Now what we have done, simply we have multiplied by minus 1 to both sides. See, if you multiply by negative number, then the sign, it becomes less than, right? It was greater than, now it becomes less than equal 1. Why? Because let's consider a simple number. Minus 5 is greater than equal to minus 10. What happens if you multiply by negative 1? 5 greater than 10. Is it possible? No. In this case, it's possible. Negative 5 is actually greater than minus 10. But when we change the sign, then it actually alters. Therefore, we have to change the inequality. So now it's correct. Okay, that is why we change it. So we can write negative 1 and positive 1. Okay, so minus 1 x values is greater than minus 1 and less than plus positive 1. So our answer is here. But important things to be noticed, there is no equal sign, but here we gave it equal sign. Because here is equal, so we have to give it here is equal here too. But you have to consider here, this inequality is not satisfied when this value x plus 1 equal to 0, because we know something divided by 0 actually infinity. So x plus 1, this term cannot be 0. For which cannot be 0? X not equal to negative 1. That means when x values cannot be negative 1, therefore we have to write again, this is our range, this is our answer range. Okay, this is the correct answer. So correct answer is E. Okay, this is our new problem number 6. We have to divide x power 5 minus 2. Then let's see. This is question number 7. Let's read out. Consider an isosceles right angle. So what is isosceles and what is right angle? We have to understand this. Right angle is right triangle is a triangle which has 90 degree angle, and isosceles, like adjacent two sides with the right angles, are equal. So if we draw, then it becomes like that. Okay, it becomes equal, I guess, and then we can add these two. So this is our triangle, and this angle is 90 degree. So as these two angles are equal, that means this will be 45 degree and this angle also will be 45 degree, because total angles of a triangle should be 180 degree. We know that, right? Like summation of all angles. Now what do we have to find out? The sum of cosines. That means sum of cos 90 degree plus cos 45 degree and plus cos 45 degree. So cosine of three angles is cos 90 is 0, cos 45 half, 1 by root over 2, cos 45 1 by root over 2. Therefore we can simply find out the values. Root over 2, 1 plus 1, right? So we get 2 plus root over 2, we can write it root 2 divided by root 2, because we know multiplication of root 2 and root 2 it's 2. Okay, so our answer is root over 2. Answer is E. The following equalities is satisfied for all real numbers x and y. So we can see the left hand side are same for all options, only there are different right hand side. So we have to find out the correct answer. So let's write thrice x plus y and thrice x minus y. Okay, so this value is multiply with this value. We have to multiply. We know if we multiply two values which are same quantity, same amount, like 3, here is 3 and here also 3, then their power will actually add, or we have to add the power. Okay, then simply we can just write 3 and their power, we can add them, like addition of their power. Then this 2 is actually opt out, then you can write 3 twice x. Okay, so from here there is no y term, so this cannot be answer. See, 3x whole square 2. Yes, interesting. 3x whole square 2. Can we write this? Of course you can write it, because this whole term of x, it becomes multiplication with the already power value of the base value. So this is the correct answer actually. 3x power 2, actually 32x, because power and power becomes multiplication. Again, it cannot be answer. Only 3x square, it's also not possible, because this 2 represents power of x, not power of 3. Okay, so this is not same with this value. And this actually, if we multiply thrice x and thrice y, 1 by thrice y, so it's actually thrice x only. So this is not also right answer. Consider a circle with center 0 and a 1 centimeter long radius. So let's draw the circle first, then we'll read out further questions. So this is our circle, for example, and its radius is, for example, this is the center of the circle, and O, the radius of the circle is 1 centimeter long. So we can draw like this is the radius, which is 1 centimeter long. Let P be a point outside of this circle. So P is a circle, P is a point outside of this circle. The tangent lines from P to the circle meet the circumference in 2 points A and B. Okay, so if we draw to a straight line adjacent with the circumference from the P value, like this, it's not perfect, my drawing is not perfect, so just consider. Okay, yeah, it should be, actually it should be touch. We can draw like this. Yeah, this is the perfect one. Maybe we can draw this one too. Okay, just think tasks. Okay, this is PA, and this is PB, and we can draw a line here. This is PB. We know that the area of PAOB is equal to root 3 centimeter square. So area of this whole combined area is root over 3 centimeter square is given. The distance. What is the distance between P and O? We have to find out the distance between this P and O. Okay, so it's very simple. If you consider like from the basics of triangles, you know already, like this angle always be 90 degrees. Okay, and if whole area is root over 3 centimeter square, then okay, this angle also 90 degrees centigrade. Then what would be half of this, like PAO? Okay, the triangle PAO would be root 3 divided by 2 centimeter square. Am I right? That means this area actually root 3 by 2. And we know the area of a triangle is actually half into distance of base into this distance of height. So we know the area already, root 3 by 2. So we are considering the triangle PAO. Now half, our base is here okay, so our base is 1 centimeter is given, and height is PA, which is not given. We have to find out root over 3 by 2. So that means PA equal to root 3. Okay, distance of PA or PB, whatever you consider, is equal, and it's root 3. Now from the Pythagoras we know the formula, like this value we have to find out, which is PO equal to root over PA square plus AO square. We found the PA value is root over 3 AO square plus 1 square, so it's actually root 4 2. So we got the value PO. PO is 2 centimeter. That is our correct answer. Okay, we'll go to the next problem. So let's read. Let x be non-zero real number. So x cannot be a 0. The equation x plus 1 by x equal to k has one and only one solution if we have to find out the answer. If the k value, we have to find out the k value. So we can find out it like we can write this equation into this x square minus kx plus 1 equal to 0. How we did that? Just we multiply by x both side. Okay, so if we multiply by x, it becomes x square, and x 1 by x becomes 1, so this is plus 1, and this becomes kx, so we just change the side, it becomes minus kx. Now what is the discriminant of this equation? We know from the formula, polygonal formula, that b square minus 4ac. Okay, and if b square minus 4ac equal to 0, then we know a solution, a equation has only one and only solution. Therefore we can write this b square minus 4ac equal to 0. So what is b and what is ac? B is actually the coefficient of x when the power is 1. A is coefficient of x square. Okay, this is 1 in this equation, and b actually minus k here. Okay, and c actually constant term 1. So if we write here minus k whole square, we just wrote k square, and minus 4, value of a is 1 and c also 1, so it becomes 4. Therefore we can find out the value k equal to plus minus 2. But here k values actually minus 2 not given here, so only option is k equal to. So the correct answer is k equal to number E. Okay, so I have completed all 10 problems. In my next tutorial I will discuss about further like remaining questions from mathematics 11 to 20. I hope this tutorial was informative and gives some insights to you. So if you have any questions, please ask me. I will try to reach you and I will try to explain you. Okay, so at the end I would like to say you please subscribe my channel and share with your friends, with your colleagues, with anybody else, and you can ask me any questions, not only about mathematics but also other factors like coming Italy, about SOP, about how to write cover letter, how to write SOP, like a short SOP, how to write CB. You can ask me if you want to know something, then I will try to help as best as possible. So thank you for watching my videos and hope to see you in next tutorial. Until then, take care and be in good health. See you again.